Welcome to Hornbeat News, the voice of truth, insight, and progress from the Horn of Africa. War is a business. The story of Carlos, a Colombian mercenary in Sudan.
My name is Carlos. I was once a soldier in Colombia, trained, disciplined, and tired of poverty. When I left the army, I struggled to feed my family. Then came the offer: work abroad, good pay, and a contract worth more than I could ever earn at home. They said it was security work in Africa. I didn't ask too many questions. Before leaving Bogota, they ran medical checks. We signed papers that looked official, and soon I was on a plane. The money promised was $2,600 a month, more than triple what I could earn in Colombia. I thought I'd be protecting facilities, not fighting someone else's war. But when I arrived in Sudan, everything changed. The country was at war, a brutal conflict between the Sudanese Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Forces, RSF. We were deployed with the RSF, told they were the side defending the people. The desert heat was crushing, and the faces of the soldiers around me were filled with exhaustion and fear. At first, it seemed calm. Here, people sleep without guards, I remember saying. They go to bed with no security. It felt strange, a deceptive peace before the storm. Then came the real mission. We were ordered not to fight yet, but to train recruits. Trucks brought in hundreds of young men and children. Some were barely teenagers, skinny, frightened, and barefoot. Many had never even touched a weapon before. We trained them in groups: how to hold an assault rifle, how to aim, how to reload, how to move during combat. Some boys trembled so much they could barely pull the trigger. But after a few days, they were sent straight to the front lines. It was the hardest part. I remember watching them march away, and I said to another Colombian, "We're training them to go and get killed." That's exactly what happened. Many never came back. After that, we were moved toward El Fasher in North Darfur. The RSF had laid siege to the city. You could feel death everywhere: the smell, the silence, the hunger. People were starving. Aid trucks hadn't entered the city in months. Some civilians survived by eating locusts or animal feed. At night, gunfire echoed across the desert, and the sky glowed red from distant fires. We were told to hold positions and train more locals. We saw child soldiers being pushed into battle, their faces hardened by fear. The RSF commanders gave orders like warlords, while mercenaries like us followed quietly, just trying to survive. In Zamzam camp, I heard about what happened after an RSF raid. Hundreds of civilians killed, entire families buried in mass graves. I couldn't understand why we were there anymore. It wasn't about politics or protecting anyone. It was about money, business. That's when I realized war is a business, and we were part of it. Some of us began questioning our contracts. Payments came late or not at all. A group of about 30 of us finally decided to leave. We had risked our lives, trained children to fight, and watched people die, all for a promise that never came true. When I returned home, I carried memories I can't erase. The faces of those boys still haunt me. I came to Sudan for a job, but what I found was something far darker. A war where human life had a price tag. Now, when people ask me what I learned, I tell them the truth. War is not about heroes anymore. It's about contracts, money, and lies. War is a business, and we were its products.
For For more updates like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. This is Hornbeat News, bringing you daily stories that matter.